In aging cemetery plots throughout our land, the history of East Tennessee is buried, but time and neglect are taking their toll.
Today we'll visit hallowed ground and explore the vanishing history of East Tennessee.
Gene Tharp has been caring for and studying the Jesse Butcher Cemetery in Union County since 1980.
A number of the old stones that were in this area were graves of slaves. Probably the most interesting person that I've found in this cemetery is old John Moeller. He's buried right here. He died in 1810. The old history says that the Tories stole food off of John's table during the Revolutionary War. His wife, Susanna, who is probably buried right here, must have been quite a lady, because it was said that she could handle a 2-bushel bag of wheat or John when he got intoxicated.
How long will these stones remain intact like this?
As long as caring people see that they're taken care of.
Mark Fox, deceased 21 June 1787. He was killed and scalped by the Indians. It's the oldest marked stone we found in Sevier County.
Like Gene Tharp, Cheryl Henderson has a compassion for the aging cemeteries of East Tennessee. Fox Cemetery is one of hundreds she and over 20 others have documented and preserved in Sevier County.
Some of these old stones are real hard to read, and they're covered with some kind of moss, some of them are. And the only way you can read them is to spread flour on there. And when you brush the excess flour off, it stays inside the cracks where the letters are written, and you can read it. This one says G-E, and the O up here is for George. And it's M-A-E. You can see the stone's broken, and we can't read the last of his name. This D-C is for deceased, the 18th of July, 18, and then the last part of the year is missing, it's broken off too.
What kind of things might you uncover about George here?
Well, we might could find who his wife was, and when he was married, and about when he was born, and how many children he had, and their names, if we could find them in the census. There's so much history recorded in these cemeteries that when the stones are gone, the history will be lost.
Many pioneer grave markers are simple field stones. Water and ice make them crack and flake, destroying precious inscriptions. But deliberate destruction and neglect pose an even greater threat to this library of East Tennessee history. Saffel Cemetery on the banks of the French Broad is an example of a neglected cemetery.
The cows come into the cemetery and they rub against them in the summer. And that's what happens when they're unfenced. You know, we think this is now, and now it's going to last forever, but I guess these people thought that too.
These crumbling stones are proud symbols, and their preservation is vital. They announce to the ages the noble lives and deeds of our forefathers, the men, the women, and the children who fought to create our homeland, East Tennessee.